Hey, what's up, everybody? Eric Taylor to you, coaching back in the hizzy, continuing my rising sign series in astrology. Virgo. I'm a Virgo sun, but the Virgo rising, so surprising, enterprising, analytical, logical, smooth and clean. Virgo rising, just they step on the scene. So we'll get into breaking them down. You know, that means if Virgo's in the first house, the appearance, the outer mask. That fourth house is going to be Sagittarius, that adventurous spirit, right? The seventh house, the Pisces, who they could, marry maybe, their other half, contracts, negotiations, the marketplace. They're so analytical, they need that spiritual, kind of idealistic Neptunian person, right? And the 10th house is Gemini, the jack of all trades. They can do any career. They can work anything. They're great writers, actors, singers, rappers, broadcasters. We'll get into some of the famous people. Will Ferrell, Steve Jobs, Madonna, Jay-Z, Usher, Donald Glover, Kevin Hart. I mean, it goes on and on. LL Cool J, my homegirl Lanita Nash, Will Truth, my son. Yeah, I'll give you more famous people. So let's get into the video. Virgo rising, the chart ruler's Mercury. And you could be any sun sign. It could be, Capricorn, Leo, Gemini. Virgo rising, the ascendant. It's all about you. I got love for you, you perfectionist. Tailored to you coaching. Let's go outside. Hey, what's up? Virgo rising, Eric Taylor to you coaching. It's time to continue this rising sign series. And who are we talking about? You, Virgo rising, the ascendant in the first house. Okay? Your outer mask, your physical appearance, your identity, right? So it doesn't matter what your sun sign is. You could be a Leo, Cancer, Sagittarius, whatever. It's where the sun was rising in the eastern horizon when you were born. Okay? So your chart ruler's Mercury, right? It's mutable earth energy. That's what Virgo is. The ruler of the sixth house. These people, it's about cleanliness, being neat, hygiene, right? Analytical, critical, but first, self-critical. They're all about service, right? They're not people pleasers like the Libra rising, but the Virgos, they are about assessing, analyzing, and making things better, right? How they function. You'll see their appearance. They'll be like more clean cut, natural colors. I think they're spirit totem animals, an owl, right? Woo-hoo! They're amazing. So when I think about the Virgo risings, I just smile because it's one of my son's rising signs out of my four boys, right? I got the Capricorn twins, the oldest son's a Gemini rising. We'll get to that video next. But William, or Will Truth, right? Named him after my father, Virgo rising. So those famous Virgo risings we'll talk about, and I'll break it down inside, when I show you the zodiac wheel and see the Virgo rising on the ascendant. It's a little windy today, a little gray. That's Virgo. It's the fall, right? It'll be sunny and then windy and then, comfortable. Virgos like to be comfortable. They're very precise, right? They can be shy, right? A little introverted, but then they can be very outgoing once they're comfortable. You've got Will Ferrell, Kevin Hart, Jay-Z, Donald Glover, Kurt Cobain, Brooke Shields, Madonna, Steve Jobs. Wow. I mean, come on, what a list. And because it's an earth sign, the Virgo rising in its core is very grounded and practical. They're good, solid people. They're the friend that will be there for you. You call them in a jam, Virgo risings, they're there for you. They got your back. And their self-critical nature is not, we'll say, they nitpick this and that, right? But it's to make things better. They do it out of love. If they don't ever criticize you, it's because they don't care about you. They don't give an F. A Virgo rising is about seeing and assessing something, analyzing it, and then how to improve on it, make it better. So they're great for your company, your business. You want a Virgo rising there, right? Like I said, they can be any sign. Like Madonna's the Leo, Jay-Z's the Sag. There are some Virgo suns and Virgo risings. Keanu Reeves, right? Keanu, and so I think Kevin Hart's a Cancer, and then a Virgo rising. So those are just different examples, but they're fun people, funny, kind of interesting sense of humor. They're smart Alex, very witty and clever. It's like they have this look where they know more than you. Good writers, right? Think about Will Ferrell, Kevin Hart, Jay-Z, Donald Glover. Insane, right? Very talented people. Madonna. But they have this way of coming across so precise. So you see Madonna live, right? Or even you see Will Ferrell, Kevin Hart with their comedy. It's like, randomness, but it's perfect. It's perfect randomness and like, it's just boom, sharp, on point. I worked with Will Ferrell on Saturday on SNL, Saturday Night Live, back in the day. Good, funny dude, real people. Got some friends, Lanita Nash, right? Pisces with a Virgo rising. My Gemini sun with a Virgo rising. But the outer appearance, they're gonna have their eyes are not big and wide like water signs. They're more, not smaller, but more precise, inquisitive. They've kind of got this like analytical, studying you look. You feel like they're not looking through you like the Scorpio, but like kind of looking to size you up, break you down. Not in a mean way. Virgos don't have that mean spirit, but just it's like a computer. They're assessing and taking in so much information. The unspoken words, that's what makes them so precise and good at writing, right? So you're talking about like not Placidus, because you could have interceptions. For those who don't know what that means in astrology, it just means like if Virgo's the first house, let's say the second house should be Libra. Well, if you have interceptions, then the third house could also be Libra. But in the whole sign chart, it will be Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius in the fourth house, right? Your home, your roots, your IC, you're going to be very adventurous. Maybe your mom was fiery. My son, his mom's got a Sagittarius moon. There you go, So, but you're going to always, and I see it even with my son, he wants to move away and travel and experience and explore, He's a native New Yorker, but living in Arizona, he's like, oh, I want to go to LA, Atlanta, and this place, that place, He loves to travel, but also just to even live, They have that adventurous, optimistic spirit, very silly and positive, that fiery energy in the home life, philosophical, higher learning, very good at school. They can be good test takers. He got a perfect score on his math test, for statewide stuff. So they're highly intelligent. The seventh house will be Pisces. They're sort of the other half, marriage, right? Negotiations, contracts. So because they're so analytical and critical, the other half is this, idealistic and dreamy and not so organized, more messy, but just so spiritual, connected to source and the sensitive energy, right? They teach the Virgo how to get more spiritual and learn to let go and get closer to God. In the 10th house, you got the Gemini, jack of all trades. They're good with their hands and writing and acting and performing and talking. Great communicators, can do any job, so resourceful. That's the 10th house, the midheaven, the career for the Virgo rising, right? Is Gemini. So this is all mutable energy. Now the 12th house is sort of like the unconscious, right? Will be Leo. So they're kind of like these performers at heart and love attention, right? That Leo energy in the 12th house, very interesting. The wind is blowing, so they can have issues with their gut and their stomach and their nervous system. They're very anxious people, They've got to learn to just relax. Meditation is good. Keeping a dream book, a journal, something. I would advise all Virgo risings to just, you you have to self-analyze, and don't just give up. You got to stick to it. Push through the tough times and fight through, right? Got Libra in the second house, your values. So you have the Venus energy. So you like beautiful things, and you love to, you value friendships and communication and harmony. And the third house, Scorpio, your short distance travels, your siblings, right? My son's got, his siblings have Scorpio moon, two of his brothers, right? So there's going to be more transformation, in terms of like relationships and power struggles and stuff like that. We talked about the fourth house, the fifth house. The fourth house would be Sagittarius, the fifth house, Capricorn. So they're going to be like little old men with that Saturn energy. And I see that with my son when it comes to their fun and play, They're more like business-like. Or just some delays to it, The sixth house, your health, your hygiene, your daily routine, your enemies, co-workers. You're talking about Aquarius. So they might be very innovative in their health, very cold attached, very, deep in thought with it. They can find new ways to, exercise or work alone, or be leaders in innovation technology, good with social media. My son can edit videos and do stuff for the Fortnite and put up this cool stuff, and he knows Procreate. I'm like, wow, look at this kid. So the Pisces, the seventh, the eighth house, Aries. So for your sex, your power, your death, rebirth, you like to initiate, so they could be outgoing and assertive in, matters even of the occult and learning about stuff and about transformation, a lot of powerful, fiery energy, investigating and trusting, but can be naive, right? Childlike. That's that Aries energy. The ninth house, Taurus. So maybe if they're, going to travel or different things, they might be very grounded and earthy. They want to be around the earth, be barefoot. For their higher learning, they'll be slower and steadfast, right? They'll like to travel and experience different cultures and foods, right? They'll when you think about their faith or religion, they'll be, practical about it, but they might, stick to whatever they were taught as children. 10th house, Gemini, the 11th house, Cancer. So with their friends, they're going to be very caring and nurturing with their friends, very silly, Might not like arguments, we'll kind of like deal with it, sideways and stuff. And but I think that they, will definitely be the ones who will be the connective glue and bring their friends together, and but also could be more of a hermit, maybe their friends, they could have influx with their friends, this and that, touch and go, or be very silly and laugh a lot. 'Cause Cancers are comedians. They're motherly love and nurturing and this and that, but they're funny, but can be very sensitive. So they can be sensitive with groups and organizations and their friends and stuff. And then that Leo in the 12th is really fascinating, because Leos don't like to be introspective, and the 12th house is, the isolation, the endings, the undoings, and it can be that ego. The Leo ego, could be your downfall. But that intense passion can lead you to your hidden talents and, being determined to be spiritual or whatever it is. So Virgo rising, man, you're amazing. But I think you gotta just don't kill yourself. Don't be so tough on yourself. Whatever your moon and sun is, remember the rising is like the paint on the house, right? The inside of the home, or the type of home, or the square footage, or the size, right? Or the inside of the car, the brand name. That's the sun, the ego, the identity, personality. And then the moon is your, all the furniture in the house, right? How the car runs, the brakes, the steering wheel, just using those as analogies. So, but that rising sign, that ascendant, that's your outer mask, how others see you and you present. So you could be that Gemini, but people see you as a Virgo rising. It's all Mercury energy anyway. I love that Mercury energy since I'm a Virgo sun myself, and Virgo and Mercury, so, but I don't know, I think highly of Virgo risings. I mean, how could you not respect Madonna, Jay-Z, Steve Jobs, Kurt Cobain, Will Ferrell, Brooke Shields? I mean, it goes on and on. LL Cool J, Donald Glover. I mean, amazing people. Will Truth, Anita Nash. You gotta love it. So let's go inside and show you how the birth chart looks on this gray and little partly sunny cloudy day. We just had this Virgo full moon last night. Yeah, I felt like it was time to do the Virgo rising video. And I think next up will be Gemini, then Sag, then Cancer, and we'll end with Aries. People have been voting. You can vote down below, comment. Please like and share and subscribe to Tailored to You Coaching on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter. It's at Tailored to C. And, check me out on Facebook at the1tv.com. And hit me up. You want your birth chart and all that stuff done? $150. Tailored to You Coaching at gmail.com. Full 12 houses I break down. Video summary, breaking it down for you, and a lot of writing. It's detailed. I'm a Virgo. That's Scorpio rising, so it's detailed. So hit me up. Let's go inside and look at your zodiac wheel. It's all about Virgo, right? The service, the humanitarian, the brain, the analyzer, the thinker. And stop being so self-critical. Y'all need to meditate, drink your water, go near water, be in the earth. That will help you, right? You're so wise. You are like that owl, And when they attack, watch out. But they can write some stuff. Good artists too. And they'll act shy, but when the light goes on, they love to perform. I see it with my son when he does his acting. He's done an independent film, commercials, print modeling, following in his daddy's footsteps. The righteous boy, you understand? All right, Eric Taylor, Tailored to You Coaching. Let's check out Virgo Ascendant. It's amazing. All right, Virgo rising. Virgo on the ascendant in the first house. So I also gotta mention, these people are amazing at manifesting. I mean, they can bring, because they think everything in their mind first, right? So you see Virgo on the ascendant, the first house. They really think things out in such a way that they know it's gonna happen. They make it happen. I mean, look at the work that Kevin Hart put in, and Jay-Z, Madonna, LL. They manifested. They made all this stuff happen. Kurt Cobain. And they're so humble, right? Kurt Cobain was the king of, the grunge. And he was just so chill. He had other issues, with the Pisces and the drugs, but brilliant. And they're such brilliant writers. When you think about, right, the seventh house and just wanting to kind of have someone get them, and because they're so reserved, they're not going to just sit there and spill out their emotions and problems, right? They're busy thinking and self-analyzing, and the perfectionists, they need that Pisces energy, that spiritual person that's going to be like, just let it go. Are you okay? I love you. That secure love. That Pisces in the seventh house will provide that. It's, it's amazing energy. and then you see the Aquarius in the fifth, in the sixth, very unique and innovative with their health. And they're like chameleons. When you think about Madonna, right? Gemini in the 10th house, they're chameleons in their career. They're midheaven. And having that, that Gemini energy, it's, it is truly brilliant in terms of how it can switch and become this and be that and rotate to this. It's, it's kind of crazy, and it just, they could be whatever. Their sun sign could be whatever, but that Gemini energy, whew, man, you're gonna be impressed and blown away. So, I just think that they've got this great spirit around them, and they're very humble. But when they go out, you'll see how they're matching the shoes, the shirt, the socks. They're just they present well, very clean, neat, sharp. They present well. You're not going to see them ever really being sloppy. So let's enjoy some of my notes, like I like to share, and
Virgo rising sign ascendant. Introverted people who are very clean and modest. They are very neat and put together well. Perfectionist and care about the public appearance. Chart ruler is Mercury. Always thinking and always analyze everything. Notice your surroundings very well. Mentally confident, shy at first. Once you start talking, then you won't stop. More grounded and slower. Practical person. You like to know the outcome. Plan ahead when it's something you desire. Take in the food. Gut health. Can see what is wrong and take it out. So hard on yourself. Execute your vision. It is unhealthy. How tough on yourself. Critical and nothing is perfect. Can manifest things to reality. Anxiety. So talented and gifted. Need positive thoughts. You can manifest whatever you desire. You are open to learn different things. Very humble and don't really judge others. I analyze. Mutable earth energy. First house Virgo. Outer mask appearance. Take care of your health. Vegan. Stay in shape. Fourth house Sagittarius. Home roots. Motherly love. Family history. Adventurous. Faith. Love to learn and positive. Want to know the truth. Love. Knowledge. Desire to move away and travel. Seek the truth and expand. Seventh house Pisces. Other half marriage. Contracts. Marketplace. Need Pisces energy and unorganized dreamers with great imagination. Very spiritual people close to God. Let go. Want to be taken care of. You don't want to ask for help. Attract intuitive people. 10th house Gemini. Career. Fame. Achievement. Father. Midheaven. Adapt to any war environment. Multiple streams of income. Love to be busy. Mentally stay busy and want to communicate fast. Moving and curious. Great writers or public speakers. Broadcaster. Actor. Artist. Actor. Musical artist. Famous people. Madonna. Steve Jobs. Jay-Z. Usher. Kevin Hart. Donald Glover. LL Cool J. M. Watson. Janelle Monáe. Nicole. Will Ferrell. Michael B. Jordan. Lanita Nash. Will Truth. Tom Hanks. Dave Navarro. Kurt Cobain. Keanu Reeves. Brooke Shields.
Now, how could I forget about Dave Navarro, Usher, yeah, Steve Jobs, that whole energy of these people, it says a lot. They can be, because they're so precise, they can be great accountants. They're great with numbers. They can be doctors, researchers, okay? Lawyers. They're not just artists and entertainers. They can be very, ingenious. I mean, you look at Steve Jobs, and remember, I think he had dyslexia. He had Saturn in his third house. So then he did the research. So then when he was ready to share his information, it was like on point. So it just shows you, astrology gives you knowledge to kind of deal with the energies and overcome anything and to improve and work on it. It gives you true self-awareness, and that's what Virgos want. They want to get better. They're seeking. I analyze myself. I analyze, right? That's sort of the two-word mantra. I analyze to be the best version of themselves. So Virgo, rising sign, ascendant in the first house. You run this earth. You're amazing people. Gosh. Right? Donald Glover, LL. Yeah. So that's it. A lot of respect for these people. You know, they really can manifest. They've got to chill out on the anxiety and the anxiousness, the stomach issues, their gut, the nervous system, shoulders, hands, wrists. They could have issues. They got to stop worrying, you know. And, you know, Sagittarius at home, they could have very spiritual or philosophical parents, you know. And with the Gemini in the 10th house, you think of Madonna as the key with that. And even Jay-Z, multiple jobs, doing all different types of things. Jay-Z's the business mogul, the writer, the clothes, the alcohol, the rhyming, you know. You think of Madonna, so many different styles over the years, the chameleon. So respect these people. And yeah, that's it, man. Hit me up, tailoredtoyourcoaching@gmail.com. Get that birth chart done, numerology. It's all about knowledge. Knowledge is love. You can do my coaching program, 11 weeks. And remember, together, we are transforming your life one session at a time. And a real Virgo MC, I'll put it in the rhyme. Of course, I'm going to shine. The Virgos, yeah, I ghost for mines. Love you, Virgo rising. Will Truth. Amazing Virgo rising. That's my son. Eric Taylor, Tailored to Your Coaching. Peace and blessings, no stressing, righteousness. Virgo, ease up and relax. Let go. Trust. You don't have the answers for everything. Turn to God. It will help you. All right? And learn about astrology. It will help you too. Remember, God runs the whole universe, not just the planet Earth and human beings. We're all connected and aligned together. Mercury, you are running things here, you know? All right, Virgo rising. Peace. Eric Taylor, Tailored to Your Coaching. Hit me up. Check out the website. I'm revamping it, so I've got to update it. So the prices right now on March 10, 2020, and they are wrong, but it will be updated soon. I'm working with my peoples. But yeah, get that birth chart done. $150, that's worth it. It will change your life. You'll learn about your career, your kids, your marriage, your work, your destiny. That's your North Node. Sun, moon, rising, break down all the planets, how you act, your willpower, your Mars. I mean, medical astrology, I got you. Eric Taylor, Tailored to Your Coaching. Peace, Virgo rising.